Hey y'all, it's your boy Big Mike. You know that dude you be seeing on the streets and be like, hey, ain't that dude that be doing them YouTube videos? Yeah, that's me. And for today, we're going to be talking about my uncle. May he rest in peace. Today is a year ago from when he passed. And I'm just trying to, remember him. And I was hopefully trying to have one of my cousins who lives up in Michigan kind of collab with me, but she was having a like a little a dinner engagement to get the family together and just share memories about my uncle. Take off this mask because ain't nobody here but me. And today we have a little breakfast menu that I'm going to be working on. I got some shrimp and grits that's got bacon on it. I got some scrambled eggs with bacon and cheese and some sauteed bell peppers and a couple pieces of toast. And I also have a few slices of some dragon fruit. So yeah, we about to get it in over here. Basically, this is like one of my favorite meals of the day. I can eat breakfast well, it's actually like 2:25 over here right now, but I could have it lunch, which is what time it actually is right now, lunchtime, and I could have it for dinner. But a late night snack is also possible is a possibility also because like it'll be like 11, 12, 1 in the morning, and mysteriously the house would just start smelling like breakfast time. So whenever is whenever, okay? Yeah, these shrimp and grits looking like eat me. I'm about to eat it. Give me a moment here and get a few bites in, and then run y'all down my memory lane. Woo! That's it right there now. That shrimp trying to get away from it. Come back here, shrimp. Trying to give y'all a little close up. That shrimp bacon on top of the grits. Okay. Mm. You know how when you scratch a dog's belly and their hind leg starts twitching because it feels so good to them? This breakfast right here. Mm-hmm. Trying to tell you. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Had a little interruption over here. Somebody just barged in my room. So, like I was saying, this grits with the bacon and shrimp on it. My little chef put a little slice of cheese on it. So, hooray for that. Oh yeah, eggs got bell peppers and bacon, slice of cheese on these eggs. Oh man, that's what they really call the breakfast of champions. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that I got a little bit on my stomach over here, I can think a little better. Now, my dad wasn't never there, and my mother never had a bunch of this strange dudes just in and out the house like that or whatever. So my uncle, for the most part, was the only male who invested any time with me. Like I'm gonna share like two experiences, maybe three with you. of how he was there. He had bought a boat, and me, him, and his son would go fishing from time to time. So I remember, just riding in the boat, and we had our life vest on, and he's swerving, just having a little bit of fun on the route to our little fishing spot. And we get out there, and we had packed the lunch and everything, and it was, maybe around this time of year. It's like October 31st or whatever. Today, like I said, he passed a year ago today, and it might have been this time of year, fall time, and the leaves is getting ready to change, and excuse me, it starts cooling off a little bit or whatever. So, like I said, it might have been around this time of year that we had, went fishing this one time, and we're got our fishing poles out there, and I can't even remember what we were fishing for that day, but it might have been bass or catfish or something. But the lines were out there, and we had like us a little sandwich and pop or whatever to eat while we're sitting out there, going fishing, enjoying our little event. I had fun that day. Like still to this day, I wish that he could have came down here, or I went back up there before his health got so bad and went fishing with him. Now that I'm grown or whatever, but things don't go like you planned, so he's no longer here. Try not to get too emotional right now. I remember this other time we went fishing. It was like a few of us that went with him. Me, him, his son, again, two of my other cousins, and my grandmother. And she rest in peace too. But this time I had caught something. Something was on my line. I didn't like actually catch it, but it was like a metal fence. That's the land that I was on was like maybe 15 feet, 20 feet above sea level or whatever. And it had, like I said, it had this metal fence. So when I felt something tingling on my line, I started reeling it in real fast. And I'm backing up at the same time while I'm doing it. So my line, my fishing rod was like really bent. It was like it might have been like a nice sized fish. Like I said, I don't know if it was catfish or bass or whatever, but it was a big one. And like I said, I'm reeling it in and backing up at the same time, and the fish is shaking and shaking, and it snaps off the line or whatever. And the fishing line like slung shot back and popped me in the eye. So I got a fishing hook in my left eye. So I'm like maybe 11, 12 years old at the time, and I'm spazzing out over here. It was like in the white part of my eye, not in the pupil, the color of my eye, whatever. So I'm no, like I said, I'm over here spazzing out. I'm thinking I'm about to lose my eye or whatever. And then my cousin, his son, like wraps the line around his arm, and he's starting to pull on the line while the fish hook is still in my eye. And I'm like, Lord, if this fool snatches my eye out my head, I'm gonna kill him. So Unc, he's patiently walking over, and I'm guessing in his head he's just like quietly praying that God steadies his hand to get this thing out my eye. He does get it out my eye. You know, after he calms me down, he's putting his hands on my shoulders and telling me to just like be still and everything. And I'm over here, just it was a horrible situation to be in. But he did get the fish hook out my eye, and then that was pretty much it for that fishing trip. We had to go to the hospital and have my eye checked out, see if everything was okay. And then, like when we went to the hospital, I got locked in the bathroom. So it was like that day was just a wreck. Like, man, I'm so glad it's over and I lived and I'm here still. But man, I don't want that day to happen to any kid going fishing or whatever. That was like real traumatic. Ooh, I hate that day and loved it at the same time because, like I said, he was the only male that was trying to get out and do manly stuff. But those was the good old days. I can remember like this one time when my grandfather wasn't doing too good. Right before he died, my mother was trying to help him to his room or something, and some kind of way he ended up on the floor in the kitchen. And I was trying to help him up, my grandfather, and I'm leaning over him, and he like sucker punches me in the mouth. He was having dementia or something at the time. So I'm looking down at this fool biting my lip, like, why did he just punch me? And I'm trying to help him get up. first thing that I did was just walked away because I almost, like for a split second, started to stomp a mud hole in his face. But I just went and called his son, my uncle, who I'm talking about right now, because like if he wasn't gonna let me help my mother help him get up, then his son was gonna have to come down here and help my mother, you know, wash him and make sure that he gets fed and everything that I was trying to do. But yeah, Uncle's always been there. Remember him and his son, having to teach me how to tie a tie after, like, I grew up some and didn't want to wear a clip on. So I believe he was the one who showed me, his son mostly, because his son had to wear a tie too. Like, we were going to this private school, like, at the time, called Inkster Christian Academy. So between him and his son, they showed me like another way to wear an adult tie or whatever, a man's tie. Thinking back, it's like him and my grandfather was the only two men who physically disciplined me. He whipped me like maybe twice. I remember one time he had like a bit of a temper, so for that third time he was trying to raise his voice at me and everything, and then like I don't know what I said, but he jumped up and he like Rampage was trying to get at me. And his wife, my aunt, she was no, she had to like hurry up and jump in between him because she knows that when he goes from 0 to 10, it's about to be on. So she jumps in between him, and I had like ran into the bathroom, and their sink, the counter on their sink was kind of pointed or whatever. So with me backing up, it kind of stabbed me a little. It's just like a pointed edge or whatever, and I fell to the ground, and I'm like laying on the floor, and he's like in, she's in between him and me, and I'm over here crying and just like trying to not get my rear end demolished over here because his beatings will remind you of a slave whooping the way he be handling the belt. But back then, that's just how relatives and the elders did. They could like your parents could whip you and physically discipline you or whatever. And then when I was going to this private school, ICA, the staff could like give you paddles and they had like this little plastic spatula that they would like tap on your hand and stuff, and just like I said, everybody had the right to give you a give you some act right or whatever if you was just over here acting a fool. Anyway, it ain't like that nowadays. Kids are free to do whatever they want and just run over and talk back to their parents, and you can't just like physically discipline them, in public. But best believe, once you got home, grandmama or mama, in my case, would tell you to go get a belt, or like my grandma did, say go get a switch. She was gonna put a little tan on your rear end. Mm, them eggs was so busting, man. Cause you should have had that breakfast with me. Oh, this dragon fruit is just delicious. The riper it get, sometimes you just like bite into it, and it'd be like just a pocket of just pure sugar sometimes. Good Lord. Dang. I hate those things. They're so expensive. I paid like a little over $9 for one of them. Like I bought two, but the other one was like seven something. But I did a YouTube video on dragon fruit and or exotic fruit, whatever. I talked about a few other ones that I like, but I'm still trying to try a few other ones or whatever. But man, I'm really missing my uncle right now. Like for real, for real. I take the good with the bad. It was good when I was going on fishing trips with him and his son. But like I said, I ain't trying to have no more of them slave whoopings that he used to hand out. Them days are long gone. Rest in peace, huh? Gone but not forgotten. That's gonna do it for this week, folks. I just wanted to put something out there, and you let me know if you had a special uncle that was there for you, like mine was for me. Tell me a story if you can. I greatly appreciate it. Give me a like on this video, share it, and maybe somebody else will get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. But most importantly, can you please subscribe to my channel? I would greatly appreciate it. That's going to do it for today, folks. I'll see you this coming Thursday with another interesting little video for you. I holla!